And good morning and welcome to the Moopsyverse, where we are going to talk about something really interesting that happened last night. And I'm going to quote from videogameschronicle.com. Embracer sells two more companies from its acquisition spree era as Remnant and Neverwinter firms are offloaded. Arc Games and Cryptic have been sold by Embracer. The two companies have been acquired by Project Golden Arc, owned and led by members of the Arc Games management team, in a $30 million deal funded by XD Inc. Arc Games is the publisher, blah, 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 blah. But basically, it kind of looks like Arc has reacquired all of its previous games from Cryptic and itself.
That includes Stowe?
Yep, it includes Stowe.
Wait, so Stowe doesn't belong to Embracer anymore?
Nope, not as of a couple hours ago.
What?
Yep.
What about Deca?
Well, Embracer owns Deca. I think that means it's transferring management from Deca back to Arc.
And
But
meanwhile,
doesn't want to maintain Stowe.
Well, they will take time to move everybody back over or get people rearranged, but I think the switch to Deca wasn't quite what they were expecting it to be, and I think we've seen that in things we were complaining about last night and over the past couple of days with a lot of the knowledge and infrastructure knowledge that was there with Arc disappearing with Deca. Nothing against you guys at Deca. Thank you. You kept the game up and live. But it kind of looks like...
Don't that derail all of the updates planned and everything that was supposed
yeah, I mean, it's not going to be, I'm sure, like, immediate. So, as part of the deal of publishing...
That.
Well, that would kill the game immediately.
Yeah,
and you're not going to sell a game and kill it when it's your money maker. I mean, it was basically a 3-year conversion from Cryptic to Embracer to Deca. I can't imagine they're going to be able to do it back overnight. It's going to take a while. It doesn't even say what date this is.
but meanwhile, the inability for Europeans to pay might actually be linked to negotiations going on.
Yeah,
about
it actually could be.
entire thing, and like how the finances are going to flow into what company.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on with that. Let's see. Embracer acquired the two companies, referring to Arc and whatever else, Cryptic, in 2021 as part of its now notorious acquisition spree, which resulted in layoffs and thousands of layoffs and multiple studio closures. Many of its surviving purchase studios have since been sold, including Gearbox and Saber Interactive. So this is just another one in this whole line of, we done messed up.
Interactive went independent, they bought themselves out from Embracer, but that doesn't underline the fact that people just wanted out of the Embracer umbrella.
Yeah, well, the whole thing with Embracer is they bought it thinking they were going to make a sale over to Saudi Arabia, which pulled out of the deal, and now Embracer is SOL with a whole bunch of things that they really didn't have the money and abilities to run, so then they were scrambling.
Well, that's what happens when you overpurchase.
Yeah, making an assumption that there was a subsequent company to go to, and...
Yeah, but you don't sign hundreds of other deals without signing the final deal that's supposed to benefit from them.
Well, apparently you do! You just don't do it when you're smart. But I'm going to go with, yay! Maybe this is a potential thing for us to see some of the changes that we've not been thrilled with going back to more core competencies in terms of server maintenance and game maintenance. And I do give them credit. They had some great ideas.
Why is there no info anywhere about this?
I just came up, Chris, like I said, I saw it on videogameschronicle.com because it came up off my feed. Yeah, it's under Embracer Group. I was actually looking at a weightlifting thing, and it popped up in the weightlifting feed. Okay,
Yeah,
so,
no, it's all
so what can I say? My two nerdy things are weightlifting and so. So let us keep fingers crossed that this is a good thing. But it looks like Arc, or Golden Arc, which is the new company, Project Golden Arc, maybe a rebranding of Arc. But They did it for $30 million. We could have bought this if we'd just won the lottery.
This
I was willing to pay
literally
more.
Okay, this has literally came an hour ago.
Yeah, it just
The
popped.
earliest, no, 2 hours. The earliest mention is from Video Game Chronicle. Now I see investing.com, Reuters.
Yeah, this was 9:01 this morning in Europe. So, what time is it now? Yeah, about 3 hours ago. Hey everyone, let's keep our fingers crossed that this is good stuff. And hopefully we can see things going back and they will keep all the good folks.
Number 26, Reuters. Swedish video game group Embracer has divested Arc Games and Cryptic Studios, but kept several of the key rights on. It said on Wednesday.
Mhm.
We'll keep publishing rights for the Remnant franchise. We'll keep rights for multiplayer Fellowship. Coffees. Well,
Yeah,
something.
2 of the smaller games are going off to different companies.
Phil Rogers, Jesus Christ. The fact that Phil Rogers, an individual of Phil Rogers' reputation, is the CEO of Embracer is such an insult to anything.
Good morning, Cliff.
This transition supports our key priorities by strengthening our focus on strategic assets and core IPs in Embracer while improving profitability and free cash flow.
Yep.
CEO Phil Rogers said in the press release.
Would you like to translate that to English?
They just will have.
We didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah, clearly we're knowing what we're doing. That's almost like.
Oh, maybe this means we're gonna see the weekly show finally get production quality back. Yay! Chris, maybe they'll need new community managers, and you and I can apply again. Yay! It's the Chris and Mom team. Woo doo 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 doo.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed.
I wonder now, though, with the change to going back to Arc and
Studios isn't closed off.
Say that again.
Like, wasn't Cryptic was still existing, right?
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
lost.
They sold. Yeah, they didn't close out. They basically moved over as like a complete entity over to Embracer and then came back again.
Arc Games. Oh, I have an post from Embracer from this morning.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me bring Satalia up to speed. Satalia, Embracer has sold Cryptic and Arc to a new company called Golden Arc for only $30 million. Satalia, we could have done this. That's all we needed was $30 million. Okay, back to you, Chris.
The buyer, Project Golden Arc, is owned and led by members of the Arc Games management team. The deal is financed by XD Inc., a global video game developer and publisher listed in the main board of the Stock Exchange of Hong Kong Limited. Ooh. Arc Games is the publisher behind the live PC console games such as Star Trek Online, Neverwinter, Remnant from the Ashes, Remnant 2, Torchlight, blah blah blah. And the Cryptic Studio includes development teams for Neverwinter and Star Trek Online. Okay, so they retain rights for. Oh, okay. So it seems that STO is really going away from Embracer.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Oh, you're drinking.
What I'm curious about is
Sound.
this one of the reasons that they've been pushing ships and buying ships so hard for the last couple of years, is they were trying to really get some money out of it?
You mean why they pushed so many ships this year, or giving
Oh,
away?
in the last 2 years.
Well, they did give away a lot of ships, but
They did, but they also pushed making new ships and buying new ships and selling new ships.
hasn't it reflected the previous release schedules, though?
I don't think they had this many ship bundles coming out, let's say, 5 years ago. So I'm going to jump back pre the whole purchase thing. Because for a couple of years nothing was happening, but we also had COVID when nothing was happening.
Closing of the transaction is expected to take place as soon as customary conditions are fulfilled. So, okay. It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that this will be a good thing. Hopefully this will be a happy new year for all of us, and we'll see some nice changes in the game.
Yeah, Deca stays with them.
I don't know what Deca's entity is, because Deca...
It's still part of Embracer. Embracer says that at the end of the statement.
Right. But Cryptic is getting sold out from under Deca then. Because Deca's not getting sold.
Yeah, the question is whether Deca was like...
See, if you go and you look at Deca's website, what you see is a lot of stuff on those small games that they do maintenance and things on. Stowe is not listed under Deca. That's what's interesting.
They don't want to show that.
Right. They still show Stowe under Cryptic Games. Does this mean they'll change staff again? Yes, Tali, I'm going to put money on this means we'll change staff again. I'm hoping because, though, it's going to stay with Arc and Cryptic.
I mean, there might be a contract for some time.
I think, like,
how that was.
Bordicus and Thomas and some of the others that are still there with Deca will just be moving back to Cryptic. I hope the staff changes we see will be the positive ones.
The community management, because Deca has been...
I'd love to see that change. I'd love to see community management going back a little bit to some more consistent...
Someone who knows how to do the things and not just like...
There is that, yeah. I would love to see that.
Sometimes I feel like they are completely unfamiliar with streaming and the games overall.
I figured it out last night what it feels weird about with their weekly show. It feels like they're doing it from somebody's house on their personal computer.
Yeah, it does feel that way. I said it yesterday that it feels like it's being streamed from third-party PC, the game itself, so not from the device that actually is putting that info, that stream on Twitch. So this is like from some sort of Zoom or Teams or whatever that is sharing screen, and it's just increasing the quality of the output. So it definitely felt like it was done.
Yeah, very, very. Hey, team, let's put a show on.
Yeah. Is it so difficult to have an employee of a company get a test build of a game and have that run on their own computer? It's not like it requires to have an extremely powerful machine to work.
You need a decent machine, but it doesn't have to be super good.
And don't they have like work computers that can handle this?
I don't know. I have no clue.
My company has just issued to me a workstation as a replacement after 4 years of having the previous computer. It's got 64 gigs of RAM and an RTX graphics card.
I mean, where I used to work, the engineers had computers that were appropriate for their job. I had a computer that was appropriate for my job.
Yeah, but I'm like not an engineer. I will not use like more than 10% of this computer's ability. But still, they got that kind of thing just in case I need to run multitasking stuff or whatever.
Oh yeah, no disagreement.
That's kind of weird that Cryptic or Deca, whoever was actually maintaining that, didn't actually figure that one out.
We don't know if they did or they didn't because they weren't super transparent. Yeah, I don't think they did either. But I wish nobody at Deca ill, but dang, I hope this means good things for the game. I really do.
I mean, I can appreciate that they really showed that they were trying to do stuff.
And they did some... Yeah, we were talking about this a little bit last night with Pi when he came on. They have done some things that have been really fun. They did mini missions. They were receptive to what we were saying. But it was like 3 years of they weren't quite sure what was going on and how to do it. And we really didn't get like Counselor Suna and some of the other people until this year. That was, 3 years of change. This has been 4 years since Embracer bought them. It was during COVID.
Yeah, that's right. They built it in 2021, wasn't it?
And it took them until this year, that was in, January of this year, that they made the complete conversion to Deca. So hopefully going back, it will not be a 3-year conversion. Hopefully coming back, they'll be able to go back to some of the things they had, but hopefully keep some of the good things that came out of this. Please let us have some good Stowe for a few years. I mean, they've lost a lot of players because 3 years of just stagnation didn't sit well with most people.
It's so weird and so unexpected. Because there were no signs. I mean, outside of like that VAT stuff, but that could have been just like a
Yeah.
legal mishap or something.
Yeah, I think that was an accounting versus legal mishap. And obviously, you don't sell a company just like overnight, so this has clearly been in the works for a while. Especially since Golden Arc had to create an entity, and while that's not a super slow process, if they're smart, you do take it slow and careful, and you get all your ducks in a row, both legally and financially. And it got funded from a third source. So again, all that takes time. So this has had to have been in the works for 6 months. It's Wednesday. Yes, well, I will still go buy my lottery ticket today because that's almost $700 million at the moment. And then that means we could go back and we could reacquire all of Golden Arc from them and dump money into Stowe, and I could have the game I want. Satalia put the link up there. It's the Video Games Chronicle. If you didn't see that, I can read to it here. This is the link. This is what came up in my feed this morning.
So as you've probably seen, we had snow.
Yes, your picture was lovely. Thank you for sending it. I showed it to my dogs, and the little one promptly said, "Hey, I see that you've built me my own enclosed porch back here. I think I'll stay here and not have to deal with the pictures of snow." But we had so much wind last night that I have heavy curtains trying to block out the wind, and it actually knocked out the 30-pound bricks that were holding the curtains down at the base, so I have some reworking to do today. I also have about 200 more bricks, so I can do that. I just don't want to see a 30-pound brick get flipped up by the curtains and onto a dog, or worse, into my glass windows.
Don't forget, a material like that was able to carry massive ton-weighing ships. Like
Oh yes, well, these aren't that big, but
wind can pull off bricks.
yes, it can. I am going to do some more than just bracing it down at the bottom. I will do some supporting through the body of it too, so it just doesn't create those big billows. But the whole point is to keep the wind from just racing through there and making it wet and cold, which doesn't help the doggers in the least.
Exactly. Yeah, that's gonna be that. That's gonna be easy.
Well, everybody, fingers crossed
What a
that this is
morning.
good news.
What a morning!
Yep,
That was not on my bingo card today.
No, it was not.
Like, we were going to sleep, we were talking about the state of the game, and I wouldn't bet, no one ever thought that this.
Yeah, this.
Oh, hi,
this-
hi, Stowe is changing ownership again. I was like, what? I'm sorry. Honestly.
No one expects this kind of stuff in the morning.
No.
But
I
I'll
mean,
take it.
it's normal for them because they're in my time zone, so they announce
Yeah,
it
exactly.
morning to them. But it was like, that's so random. It's just like a pre-Christmas, Thanksgiving
Mhm.
Wednesday. Like, what?
Yeah.
That was out of the blue.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, maybe this is good news. Now I can approach Golden Arc and see if they want to sponsor us in Vegas. Because, what the heck if we're going to be out there with the game? Give some freebies to give away or something like that. I was going to ask Deca for it, but, Deca has been zero responsive. Now maybe I understand why they've been zero responsive on this.
68th birthday to Denise Crosby. Oh, yeah.
58?
Birthday on the 68th.
60. Okay, I was going to say 58. I didn't realize she was that young.
On the 24th, actually. I just saw the post today.
Happy belated birthday.
She's been on so many things.
Oh, yeah.
She was even on Dexter.
Oh, yeah, I remember her in Dexter. That's actually one I did see. Or several.
Yeah,
I think she was in a couple of episodes, wasn't she?
No, she was just in one. It was just in the retrospect of a nurse that was, I think it was one of Dexter's first kills.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was a nurse in a hospital where Dexter's dad was with a heart condition, and she
Right.
was overdosing morphine on him because she was doing that to the patients. She was killing them slowly.
Right.
And Dexter and his dad figured that one out, and he put her out of her misery. He put her out, and she's like, I think she's as tall as Michael C. Hall, so that was kind of weird because he couldn't like overpower her like a small lady. She was kind of looking tough, and she pulled on in a fight. That was kind of weird to see Tasha fight Dexter.
Satali says, so I have 3 Lucari TFOs. Am I on my own? No, re-rolling,
Yes.
re-rolling is something you can do on your own or as a team. Because that's what 3 Lucari TFOs are. It's a re-roll.
3 Lucario TFOs are a reroll, unless you want to be doing for the rest of the day.
Yeah, no.
Front every time the cooldown goes.
No. 3 Zenkethi front. No. Nope.
I mean, it's not the worst, but I still would rather not do it rather than do it.
Yeah, no, I just
Times in a
re-roll. I mean, okay, technically Draenor Gauntlet isn't bad either. But they both are...
And I do like it as a challenge.
Yeah, those 2 are fine. And Satalia loves gravity kills, so Satalia is in on her own. But
Yeah,
we will do a Zenkethi front
fine.
with you, Satalia, and then you can do gravity kills on your own twice. Or we can even join you for a Draenor Gauntlet. But yeah, I sent you an invitation, Cliff. Satalia, I will send you an invitation.
Brilliant. Oh my goodness.
I do not see Musin in here. Am I correct with that? So,
yes, I'm not in game.
okay, I do have Borg ships today, so I have that one. Shall we do a Zenkethi? Okay, shall we do a Zenkethi front to start off Satalia?
I'm afraid I've got anti-proton damage, and I'm in a ship that sports anti-proton.
I just switched to my AP ship because I too have AP damage. Satalia warns us another funny ship name incoming. Ah. Alright.
Funny? I thought they were all very serious.
From Satalia? Weewoo?
Yeah. Weewoo?
Weewoo. And if anybody needs to do the daily, we can do that too.
You never get Terran ships to kill as well.
That's fine, we can go kill Terran ships. I'm good with that.
Wherever, so no restrictions.
Ooh.
Where we do it.
There we go. Let's make sure I got the build the way it needs to be. Okay.
What now?
Bill Nip to science. Bill Nip to science ship.
Run.
I just realized I need holiday-themed Moopsy titles for starting December 1st. I've got a bomb. I'm going south. I'm following
I'm
Chris.
escorting.
Thank you. I'm helping.
have just doubled my anti-proton damage.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't even looked. I'm just about done with mine. Let's see if it'll let me launch the bomb now. Moopsy on 34th Street. Very good one. As soon as we're done here, I'll write some of these down. Probably have to do that tomorrow night or Friday night. Have an evening of Moopsy titles.
Do you have Pretty Moopsy?
Pardon?
Pretty Moopsy?
I don't have Pretty Moopsy, but I was trying to do some Christmassy themed ones.
Uh-huh.
But
Moopsy
I will write
Alone? That's the Christmas
Moopsy
movie, right?
Alone.
Home
They
Alone?
did that last week at the orchestra, where they show the movie, but they do the music live.
Oh, that must be cool.
It is very cool.
That
They do Star Wars. I can't remember what else they're doing this year. Moopsy Claus Conquers the Martians. Yeah, very good, Sedalia.
They
my
should
God.
do UHF.
It doesn't have orchestral music.
It has music.
Well, so what happens, just so you're aware, is that the company that produces it, in case of Star Wars, it is Fox. They pay to have everything written for a performance orchestra, then get everything set up on a computer so that the conductor can sync the performance to the movie, so it's spot on, because it can't be off by more than a fraction of a second.
There's a requirement that this music is played exactly as intended. No
Exactly, yeah.
interpretations or anything like that.
It's quite amazing how well it's done. And it's actually one of their more complex performances because of the level of interaction between the screen, the conductor, the the orchestra, and the movie. Everything's got to be spot on. So it's usually bigger productions. They're doing Home Alone.
You gotta be very synchronized with everything
And
that's going on.
they started with the Star Wars last year. And that did extremely well, and they're doing The Empire Strikes Back this year in March, and they had to add 3 performances to it. But yeah, you can't just
You
take...
blew it up. I'm seeing this section, but it's just a decoy thingy that's
Yeah,
left
no.
over.
I blew it up. So
And
yeah,
then
it's...
after those movies, they're gonna do the prequels.
Probably not. Depends on how...
Well, if they're doing it right, they do the first 4, 5, and 6 first, and then 1, 2, and 3.
Well, so the next consideration is
Exactly.
how much they have to pay to get the rights to do this stuff, and how many people are going to show up. Empire
Well,
Strikes Back,
with-
they're doing 4 performances based on New Hope just having people waiting to get in, hoping folks would sell their tickets or not show up.
Yeah. So I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure that with the dialogue and mention of sand being thought of as romantic, that one won't be that expensive.
Yeah, I don't know that they'd spend the money to get it done. I can't remember. So, Home Alone, trying to think what else they have going. Dude with the bomb, go blow up something. We've got you covered. Got another bomb, okay.
They can do Grease.
This is station.
They could do Grease, though it's not orchestral music. I don't know how well it would work.
If they have the time and can sync that up between the orchestra, then yeah, it could totally work.
You're blowing
I
it
mean,
up.
Yep, I've launched it. There it goes. One to go.
Ah, so
Somebody got a bomb? Yeah, this guy over here, Head or Heel or whatever his name is, has got a bomb and he's not doing
he's
anything
holding
with
on
it.
to it.
That's weird though, because normally if I get a bomb and don't set it off, it goes away. Yeah.
Maybe he's just too far away, so it doesn't detect that whatever causes that. It's just.
Maybe he just doesn't know he's got a bomb either. Okay, where's the bomb? There's a bomb over there. There's 2 bombs over there. Okay. And there's bombs right here. So I'd have to go look and see what else they've got on the concert schedule. We saw this done with an orchestra, I think from Poland, about 20 years ago. They had the Star Trek music done. So it was synced for an orchestra of 30 people, a touring orchestra. I've got a bomb. And they were touring the U.S. They would also then bring in local musicians, and it was synced with a video. It was really gorgeous, but it was the first time I saw a computer used to sync the video to the orchestra, to the conductor. Just an amazing performance. I want to say Dante told me about it, so it probably was 15 years ago then. Okay, now we can get this dreadnought. The power of math compels you. Grandma got run over by a Moopsy. Oh, that is a good one, Satalia. Very good.
Christmas at Ground Zero?
Moopsy at Ground Zero. It's Moopsy at Ground Zero.
Moopsy Pendants Day.
Not Christmas themed, but yes.
They often play it during Christmas. I don't know why. At least over here on the TV.
Oh, that's weird. No, that's a summer movie here. Hang on. Let me get back to my
Really?
notes. Yeah.
During the summer. Although they did all. It depends on the station because one of our broadcasters used to do Harry Potter for Christmas.
Yeah, Harry Potter for Christmas I see fairly often.
Still can't believe this ship was for free. That's just so good.
What was the one you just said, Musin? Moopsy at Ground Zero?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's Christmas at Ground Zero.
Yeah, but we have to Moopsify everything, please.
Moopzilla isn't exactly a Christmas film.
Godzilla versus Moopsy, but I think we've done that one.
White and Moopsy.
Oh. White Moopsy, yes.
Instead of white and nerdy.
Yep. Right. I have a Borg ships to do, that is. And I think you said you had Borg ships to do, Chris, correct?
Yeah, that's affirmative.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Moopsy. Believe it or not, Cliff, somebody already suggested that one. It's on the list. All the Harry Potters are on the list. I think, though, they came up with Moopsy Potter. Moopsy Bells, thank you. And now I can't spell Moopsy.
There you go.
What? Rudolph the long-fanged Moopsy, that is good. Q's Moopsy Wonderland. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Instead of welcome to the Moopsyverse. Bleh. Words are things. Mouth not work. Do we
Our
have...
interesting relationship with words.
Yes. Everybody ready for a little last Moopsy?
Last Moopsy.
What's last Moopsy? What's it from?
Last Moopsy, I drank all your bones. Now
Moopsy the
very
Snowman?
next day,
Yes.
bit
All I
of
want for
a
Christmas is Moopsy.
But honestly, you can make a song out of this.
I have to put these
Last
on.
Moopsy, you drank all my bones. Then the very next day, you spit them away.
That's really good. I'm going to key us up for some Borgification. Mariah Moopsy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Borgification
All I want
engaged.
for Christmas is Moopsy.
Well, let's go.
You know, my 2 front teeth.
There is an image there with the Moopsy shadow with the fangs.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm curious, they were supposed to add something to Moopsy with the last update.
They were going to fix the sound so when he roars you can hear it. Because you get the visual with the, kind of beam force field thingy coming up, but the roar wasn't correct apparently. I don't know if they fixed it because I have not used Moopsy on
Looks
ground
like
since
like
yesterday.
a dumpling with
It
legs.
wasn't synced up properly.
Ah.
When you were using it the first time, I did hear it.
Sloopsy blah blah?
Hey, what now?
I have God rest ye merry Moopsy men. Die hard to die Moopsy. Wee woo.
Yep. Oh.
Wee woo.
Ooh.
Tonight Moopsy went crazy, yes.
And you know what? I'm dreaming.
Oh my God, did
of
you
my
see the classification
white
from Moopsy?
Moopsy.
No?
On ground?
No?
When you've got like the classification of an enemy type,
Yeah?
Moopsy is classified as a monster.
Ooh! Walking in a Moopsy Wonderland. Perfect, Satalia.
I think it has 6 or 7 those white lines, and it's classified as a monster.
It is 6 lines, yes. It is a really good one.
I still think it should be epic. This Moopsy
Baby,
is
it's
epic.
Moopsy outside? Ooh!
Dreaming of that white
Cliff, did you just get
Moopsy,
your Moopsy?
just like the one that drank my bones.
Let's see, who do we have here? Satalia says dibs on 5, but you're here this time, Satalia. Makes it different. And we are joined by Savik at Nebuchadnezzar 1.
Oh.
Good morning, Andy. How are you doing, my dear? Hang on, really quick, bring everyone up to speed. Embracer sold Cryptic and Arc to a new company called Golden Arc. That happened this
There's
morning.
Still people from Arc, so
Yep, so it's still staying in Arc.
Like Arc,
Just
Arc kind
different
of bought
Arc.
itself out with FTO,
Yeah,
but
kind of. It looks like it went, yeah, you guys aren't doing this right. We're taking it back. Thank you very much.
Funny thing is, Embracer was into that.
Well, Embracer's not really a
You know.
company that does games. Embracer is a company that buys games and sells games to make money. And I think they bought Stowe and selling it back for only $30 million. I'm going to put money on they weren't making as much money as they thought they were going to make out of this one. But I've got my fingers crossed that this is a good sign.
Whoever runs Embracer, I know that he's not a very good businessman.
Yeah, let's just say there's a reason it's the now notorious acquisition spree, as they described it. But you guys over in Europe, if you hear things about this, let us know. We poor Americans, we're 6 hours behind you guys. Life is happening and we're not there.
You told me. I wasn't even looking out for that. That's because
I could go to the main office and ask, hey, what's going on exactly?
Yeah, they're not going to tell you diddly.
Yeah,
They're going to just be going, nope, 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 nope.
They're definitely going to be
Besides, that's the DECA office, isn't it? Or is that Embracer that you're talking about?
Oh, it's the Arc office.
Ah.
So, since, you know, it's Arc.
Yeah, they might know.
Yeah.
Go and tell them you're from the Stowe Press universe and you want to do an interview.
Yeah, I'm just going to represent myself as needing some quotes for a magazine or something. Yep.
Oh, Andy, I am so sorry to hear that. Andy says, I had an appointment at the heart clinic today and they've determined a high degree of certainty I have a heart condition. Further tests will reveal the exact nature of my condition. Andy, that's terrifying and terrible news, but my son also has a heart condition, and he is still with us to this day. He has to take care of himself. He's got to do meds. He's got to do all kinds of stuff. But I keep my fingers absolutely crossed because every day he's with us is a day that he's got a better chance at having a longer and healthier life. So we are going to push for the same for you. Fingers are crossed. Let's hope everything just works out perfectly. But you know you got us if you need anything.
8 great games.
There are millions of
You've got our thoughts and prayers and best wishes and all that stuff. Everything you need, we'll give it to you.
I just bought 8 great games for less than the price of that bundle and Stowe that I wanted to get.
Yeah. Well,
So I'm good for a while, and they can figure it out.
Oh, my son's doing great, Andy. He's doing great because he's gotten a lot smarter about taking care of himself and recognizing when he needs to get back to the doctor and when his meds aren't working, and that he needs to do things like take care of himself, which sometimes he does not do because, you know, he's a young man who don't need to do anything because he's smarter than those pesky doctors with all their years of experience and education. What do they know?
Well, I mean, less about how he's exactly feeling than they would like to think they do.
They actually have been super about taking care of him and getting him to appreciate he needs to be responsible for his own health.
Unless the doctor has the exact same heart condition, is having to take the meds, and knows how it feels to be in your son's shoes, he still knows less about what it's like.
Actually, you know what?
They think they do.
Medication and conditions are so subjective. So even when you have the same heart condition and take the same medications, your responses and things like that do vary. Which is one of the vary a lot. I mean, that's the reason why some things don't work.
Yeah, but they can also like be quite similar.
They can.
You know, I'm yeah.
So
But what are the odds you're gonna actually run into a doctor who has the same exact heart condition, same reaction to the same medication?
Almost none. Same condition.
Let's not expect the doctor to like know that kind of stuff from personal experience. They're educated and they're trained and they have 15 years and all this stuff. for the sake of knowing that the symptoms and all of that can vary, so let's not try to be.
But a lot of doctors will pay attention and go,
Yeah.
99% of my patients have this, which is great, but they really pay attention to the, hey, but 1% have this reaction, and I need you to be aware that this can happen and you can feel this way, and blah, blah, blah.
The doctor will take a note of that.
Yeah.
And will definitely make sure that you are aware of that.
Those are the great doctors.
Yeah.
But yeah, my son was really in bad shape when he went to the hospital, not knowing he had a heart condition, and he was in cardiac intensive care for several days. And it was a very slow and long recovery, and every day he's doing better and better, and he's found a doctor out here in Indy who pays attention to what he's telling him, and they work together. So yay, there are great doctors out there. And back in the day when Von Marcus was around and was a couple of years away from potentially getting a heart transplant, we actually had people in the fleet going, okay, he's got to stay with care. His girlfriend couldn't help him with getting to and from appointments. So we had started to develop teams that would go out and stay with him for a week so he could get to and from his appointments while he's going through the first couple of months post-surgery. So we're going to stick to that good stuff. Good morning, Graz.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Very happy.
Hey.
Trying to wake up.
Shall I shock you into awakeness?
Please don't.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we
That's
won't tell
Good
you the big
news.
No. That he doesn't want the shock. We're not going to do that to him.
Okay.
But when you're awake, we got some news for you, Cross.
Go ahead, tell me.
Embracer sold Arc and Cryptic. Back to Arc.
With so.
With Stowe.
Again?
Yep. Well, it's been 4 years.
This time it was.
It's
this
been
time
4
it seemed
years.
Like it was initiated by Arc itself. They wanted to get out of Embracer's umbrella,
Yeah.
and they took Stowe with them.
Right. So Deca sold.
Well, Embracer.
Deca stays with Embracer.
Yeah, Deca Deca isn't involved in this, but
Yep, that's what it means.
Yeah.
we think.
So it might be that Cryptic's gonna rehire the people that they let go.
They could. Depends on what their
Well, I mean,
budgets
they
are.
could
Bring on
They
the
could.
train.
If I was like asked to take that decision, those would be the first people I'd offer the positions to before opening up applications to new.
I would hope so, yes. There's a lot of people,
Yeah,
good people,
it's-
who lost their jobs over this that I would love to see back in the game.
Also, that saves up on a lot of time of like retraining your staff.
There's that part, yes.
Yeah, I would love to see Avatar come back to.
I bet Avatar
work
would
on
too.
Stowe.
I'd like to see Kel back. I know not everybody likes Kel, but I love Kel.
I think it was just a.
I
I
mean,
mean, I don't know anything he was doing about Neverwinter, but on still, I don't think I enjoyed his community management very much.
we should all be like, hey, if the company's being like ported over somewhere else again, can we have another like 2 weeks availability of the Golden Vegas?
I don't know what the game plan is.
Well, that would be nice. I know somebody who's desperately wanting that trait.
Hey, I'm desperately wanting to get my 2 cents in there and help out and do things, so who knows, maybe they'll open up some things. Since they were going to fully remote, and therefore not being stuck with California employees.
Well, I've been looking at my finances this year,
Yeah?
and I'm actually going to play in the New Year's lottery. So
Oh.
if I win it, I'm gonna, like, yeah.
Dang straights, Italia.
Yeah, because that's the only lottery worth going for, because if you win that jackpot, you actually win money. Otherwise, you just win
How much money are we talking about?
millions.
Okay.
Millions.
Yeah. By the way, the
No, I'd
Powerball
like-
is just shy of 700 million for, I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow night.
It's
Yeah.
tonight.
It's time. I'm buying a ticket tonight.
Our big lottery happens on New Year's Eve, right?
Ours happens Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday.
Yeah, no, like
I don't like ours.
that's not the big lottery win, right?
This
Like
is
the,
this is the big lottery win
Well,
yeah,
because it
but
rolls every day.
For us,
Yeah.
it's like different. It's the once a year one that's got the big prize,
Oh.
while the rest ones got like smaller prizes.
Bear in mind,
Well-
we have a bigger population, so it means more money put in bigger jackpots more often.
yeah, there's actually 2 lotteries, big ones,
Yeah.
here in the U.S.
Well,
The Powerball's the kind of everyone knows that.
Yeah.
There's also the Mega Millions,
Right.
which the
Oh.
Mega Millions was recently what 800
Yeah.
million?
Just shy of $1 billion.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
so
I didn't win it, by the way.
here,
Yeah.
over
Dang.
here, there's
You
a
wouldn't tell us. There would be signs, but you wouldn't tell us.
because of laws
You
around
could be
gambling
lying.
over here.
Yeah.
All the money that they earned in a year, and then all the money they paid out, needs to be within a certain balance of percentage, which means that at the end of the year, whatever like they actually earned too much and haven't paid out yet gets added to that jackpot.
That's an interesting approach. Why is this cube moving away? Is it going to crash into this planet over here? That would be amazing. Could we drive the cube into the planet and crash it?
I don't know. Could we?
It could
There's
be
a
fun.
crash mechanic in the game, unless they've written one in. And
They
it's
haven't,
installed.
but that would still be amazing. Everybody put on some form of propulsive unit that we can shove it into a planet and destroy an entire population.
Being repulsive.
Probably a solar system.
Propulsors. It all depends on which way you're going.
No, that was a nice one.
I mean,
That blew up real
I
good.
enjoyed it.
I should see. Actually, that's that's an interesting idea to do with a build.
What?
Make a build that is designed to push
Yep.
and just keep pushing and pushing and pushing,
Push it real good.
which is actually something, that's not always as good during a TFO, but like would be a hell of a joke. It's like, yeah, I'll take the cube over here, and you guys go figure out what you're doing with the rest of the enemies.
Andy says, "This is the ship system speaking, completely fed up. This message concerns those annoying Borg out there. You will be eliminated in a few seconds. Resistance is always a good thing. Data out." Thank you, Andy. Yes. Tractor beam repulsors. Yes, we need everybody to do those and push it into the planet and have the planet go. I think that would be an amazing effect. Wouldn't be great for the planet, but would be fun. And actually, we do have a visual of a planet getting wiped out on the surface level in that one episode, the Romulan historical episode, so it's probably in the Yesterday's War arc. What is that called?
Oh, you mean in the game?
Yeah, in the
I wanted to
game.
say.
Yeah, in the Yesterday's
And
War,
we
there
saw the
is,
digitalization of a system.
I think it's
Well,
Core of the
is it-
Matter? Yeah, I think it's Core of the
Don't
Matter.
we have the Doomsday device blowing up a planet?
Yeah, I
Yep.
think that's Core of the Matter, isn't it?
No, it's,
Or is it in the Klingon arc?
It's in the
There's the
Klingon arc.
Klingon War, the Doomsday device.
Doomsday device. There we go. Yes, that would be a good one. Just
Yeah.
yes, Cliff. We can all have bad days. It would be cathartic. And 30 minutes later, it'll be back. So
I mean, technically during the Zenkethi arc thing, they proto-matter bomb a planet, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they absolutely do. Well, I think they do it to several moons too.
Yeah, but like that does that count?
Yeah, visually it would be absolutely fine. So Cliff, it'll be back in 30 minutes. I was just thinking, yeah, like that happens in real life. Except they think that if their theory about how the moon Earth thing was developed, it was a protoplanet named Thera, I think it's Thera, that hit the Earth, impacted it, everything just kind of blew up, and then within about a 24-hour period began to coalesce back into the Earth and Moon. So I guess 30 minutes isn't that far off for it to regenerate. I apologize. I have got the hiccups today like crazy. Did you hear we have another moon? Why am I so expecting this to be a joke, Satali? Go for it. She's probably going to surprise me, and it's factual.
She's just gonna come up with an emote of buttocks.
Yeah, there is that part too. Oh, she's looking for a link. Maybe this is legit.
Hey, don't tell me 3i Atlas just made a U-turn and is going to be circling our planet.
With enough passes by, it would lose momentum and could be dragged in to the gravity well. It's possible. It's not likely. Astronomers discover a previously unknown quasi-moon near Earth called 2025 PN7 was found orbiting near the Earth. The quasi-moon is expected to accompany our planet in a similar orbit for 60 years. We got a baby moon. Baby moon. Let's see how big
That's
this is.
no moon.
That's a Death Star.
That's a fully functioning battle station.
Yes, let's see.
They say it's fully operational, but does it do everything?
Well, the first Death Star was. Sure, it had a flaw built in, but it was fully operational.
Let's see.
Oh,
thank goodness. I was going to go a little crazy here. They have a previously known quasi-moon, including Kamo-o-Alewa. Kamo-o-Alewa. And I'm thinking, dang, that's Hawaiian, blah, 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 blah. A little bit later, it was discovered by the Pan-STARRS Observatory located on the Haleakala volcano in Hawaii. That would make a lot of sense. Thank you. But yeah, lots and lots of little tiny quasi-moons.
But, yeah, they say the second Death Star was fully operational, but I wonder if the plumbing was done correctly. If Palpatine flushed the toilet, where was that water going?
Well,
do
you really want to know?
Half the Death Star wasn't built yet. It's like, yeah, fully functional. Mm-hmm.
Andy, no worries. We're actually
Can I
going
flush your toilet?
Call it a break in just a moment here. What's the line from Family Guy? It's an aesthetic thing. It's for the port.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfectly
It was an aesthetic choice by the architect. We could board it up. Should we get estimates? Yeah. Get estimates.
Such a good line. Such a good line.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the scoop for the day, folks. Now that we know that Embracer is giving Arc back to Golden Arc, yay, giving it back. 30 million. We could have bought it, guys. 30 million, and we could have had it. Of course, then there's all the infrastructure and all that stuff that we'd have to support. But hey, let's cross fingers that this is a good thing. But I'm not planning to.
How bad is it?
I don't know.
How bad is it that the Family Guy parodies might actually be better than the originals?
Well, not the originals, no. But certainly than the Golden Arches, I tell you. I'm not planning to be on tonight, which will depend a lot on how much stuff I get done today. So who knows? But definitely, since my Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow is actually turning into Thanksgiving lunch, we should be on tomorrow and Friday. Friday is going to be Galaxy Quest, starting about 6:30. So if you want to join us, get yourself your soda pop and your popcorn. And no, I'm not cooking, Satalia. That's the thing. I'm baking the pies and the mashed potatoes, but my son is doing the turkey, and his roomie is doing the sweet potato casserole, the veggies. His mom is bringing the appetizers. So we're all doing something. It's not like 5 years ago when I was back in Chicago and everybody would come to our house and I did all the cooking. And I had it down to the brining starts the night before, the pies get all blah, 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 blah. And by 3 o'clock, all the food was done and I never wanted to eat any of it because I've been looking at it for 3 days. Mom mentions soda pop. Can I sing the song? Go for it. Oh, from K-Pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, absolutely. I'm waiting to hear it, Satalia. I hope you noticed, Satalia, that the other day was K-Pop Moopsy Hunters.
Yeah, it's gonna be golden if you show us how it's done.
I'm going to dismiss the ads here. I'm going to get out of here. I am going to be on Discord later today, but it's to help Creddies with his math homework. I'm trying to coach him through this, as Graswell knows. Because Graz was helping us out, and yesterday Taz was helping us out. So if you see me on, but not in the game, that's what's going on. And if you want to jump in and help with math homework, great. Please do it. All right, everyone, have a wonderful morning. And as we like to say around here, stay moopsin.
Stay Moopsy.
Who are you?
We are the knights who say...
Moopsy.
Attention Bajoran workers.
Lizard. Computer deactivate iguana.
How dare you!